Number one, because it's 1639, but I'm also here for free speech and to be able to just talk to students. And I want to explain to you what Patriot Prayer is. Patriot Prayer started because there were people getting beat up in the streets right in front of the police, okay? And no one was willing to challenge that problem and that issue, and that's how I started Patriot Prayer. We went to the cities where the police were standing down. One of the reasons why you don't see us in Vancouver a lot is because we have a beautiful city, we have police who respect the law, and Antifa and these other violent protesters don't ever come into Vancouver because the police do their job. And so that's why you look at here today, all the mass hysteria, everything people are freaking out about was for what? Look at this. It's a bunch of Americans just standing around having conversation, okay? And so I want to explain to you what's really important to me and what I preach from the very beginning. Number one, I've always preached about love. I'm sick and tired of the hate in this country, okay? The problem is not racism, ladies and gentlemen. Racism is a side effect of hatred, okay? Hatred is the foundation. This is why people are so divisive in this country right now. We believe that you have to agree with everybody that's around you. Oh, if you voted for someone differently than me, then we can't talk. We can't have a conversation. We need to be separated. But we have to say that we're against all forms of hatred, not just racism. You can't yell at someone and scream in someone's face because they voted for Hillary Clinton or because they voted for Trump. That's not okay. That's another form of hatred. And we have to stop it because the hatred goes from one person to the next. And a lot of it's just built on lies. There are people in this school who came here today believing that they hate me because of things that the professors have said. The professors here, some of them have declared that I'm a white supremacist. The problem is, I believe in Jesus, I follow his teachings, and Jesus doesn't care about the color of your skin. He doesn't care. He cares about what's on the inside. And shoot, Jesus was probably darker than me, most likely. And we got tons of people of color, diversity, because we don't care about that. It's about what's on the inside. And so for me, the one driving force, the reason why I do what I do is because I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, and I believe he is the answer to some of the biggest problems that we have in this country. I'm not saying turn to Jesus so you won't go to hell. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he can take all your misery, all your pain, all your suffering, and he can turn that darkness and he can turn it into light so that you can impact the people around you, so you can help the other students, you can help your professors, so you can make this community a better place. And I wanted to go into some of the darkest cities all over the country and simply just pray. And just pray and watch the people freak out. Watch the protesters foaming from their mouths, throwing bottles of urine on us, spitting in my face, pepper spraying me. And no matter what all the people can do, no matter how much they slander my name here or every city that I go to, no matter how much they spit in my face, they pepper spray me, they assault me, I will never respond in hatred because I'm done with the hate. The hate's got to stop. And the only way I've been able to do that, the only way I've been able to have the strength to do that, I'm just being honest with all of you guys. Imagine you being a normal person who's not racist, a normal person who just wants to preach love, who wants to preach freedom. Imagine that's in your heart. And so you go out there and do it, and every single day people try to tear you down. Imagine that. Every single day people try to say, you're hateful, you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a Nazi, everything that you stand against. Imagine every single day people putting that on you, putting it on your shoulders, having to carry that every single day. Do you understand what that's like? And the only way I've been able to have the strength to do that, the only way I've been able to have the patience to continue on was because of my belief in God and Jesus. That's it. That's it. And so that's the message that I want to send in terms of why I do what I do, why I continue to go around the country, no matter how much hatred that I get, deception, lies. That's what drives me, and that's what motivates me, and that's from the bottom of my heart. That I could not be any more sincere. The next thing that drives me, why I want to continue to start doing things like this, small events, calm events, okay, where we don't have to worry about people trying to kill us, okay? Freedom first is the most important ideology in my life besides God. It's so important. It clarifies everything when it comes to politics. These professors here, a majority of them here, don't want you to think about freedom because freedom isn't political. It's not left. It's not right. It's just freedom first. Every single policy question that you come across, the first thing you need to ask, does this increase your freedoms or decrease your freedoms? A lot of you guys are young. Your whole life, you've had your parents or other teachers telling you what to do, how to think, how to act, what's appropriate, what's not. Now that you're out of the household, it's time that you focus on freedom. When a professor tells you what to think, you tell him or you tell her, no, thank you. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do my research. I'm a free-thinking individual. When a professor or media or some pundit on TV tries to tell you we need to take away your freedoms for your own safety, say, no, thank you. No, thank you. You guys have already taken too much. Every single policy question should come down to that question. Does it increase our freedoms or decrease our freedoms? I'm here to tell you freedom is one of the most beautiful things that we have in this country, but we take it for granted because we were born into it. We don't understand what it's like to live under a true fascist, to live under true tyranny, to where if you wear the wrong article of clothing, they can take you off the streets, throw you in prison for life. And what you have to understand is every single freedom or right that we give away, every single piece of liberty that we give up to these people above us, to the government, we're closer to tyranny. 1639 is one more step to take away your God-given right to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is the most important amendment that we have. Let me explain to you why they're going after the rifle. The rifle literally will probably only kill one person this year. Just one in the state of Washington. Just one. God bless his or her soul, whoever that may be, but that's only one person. So what I want to know, why do they want to go after the rifle so bad? Why do they want to make it hard to own and carry a rifle? Because it makes us strong, independent Americans. And this is what I said yesterday. When we as Americans, the millions of us who own rifles, who legally own rifles and never commit crimes, and remember, no crime is committed with rifles, it's all handguns. Ask the police, okay? When millions of us in this country own the rifle, we have the largest sleeping military in the world. We have millions of Americans that are willing to step up to keep this country safe through, whether it be from our own government or whether it be from other governments, because I'm here to tell you the reason why no military has ever sent ground troops to this country is because the citizens will step up and absolutely destroy them simply by numbers. China only has 3 million, which is a lot, 3 million in the military, but none of their citizens own guns. We have hundreds of millions of citizens on this country ready to protect this soil. And this is why they despise the rifle, because it makes us strong, independent Americans to where no matter what happens to our government, whether our military falls, and don't you tell me our military will never fall. Every great military falls. When our military falls, us, the American citizens, will have a way to defend our country. I want to give a little explanation about my heritage and my history, something I'm a little bit ashamed of, and then I'll finish up here. But I've talked about this several times. During World War II, okay, the Chinese military failed to protect their own citizens, okay? They pretty much lost to the Japanese military. And for those of you who don't know what happened, the Japanese military went through China and completely just ravaged the land, raped and murdered all the women, even the children. It's one of the most disgusting things that happened in just not too long ago that people don't know about. And one of the reasons that happened is because you had the Japanese military with all their guns and you had citizens left to fend for themselves. That's not okay. I'm here to tell you that the Japanese would have never set foot on our country because of our rifles. See, this is something we got to think about. I'm sorry about the one person who will die from a rifle in Washington State, but we have to think about how many millions of people's lives we save every single day simply as the deterrent of having a rifle in so many random households across this entire country, okay? And so that's why I'm here to say no on 1639 and look into it, because they want to make criminals out of kids who are 18 to 21 who go hunting. It's been a tradition in their family for a long time. They go hunting at 18 years old with a semi-automatic rifle. The police, if found on him, are going to have to arrest him and make a criminal out of him. They want to register how many guns you have, where your guns are at, and how you lock up your guns. Again, we're giving more power to the government. We're pretending like they're here for us. The government doesn't care about you guys. The government despises you and wants to know who has the weapons so that when the government comes knocking on your doors, they know exactly where to go. And they want more permits, they want more money, they want more classes. Again, it's the government saying, we need more money from you to protect you. I want to know, at what point are we going to say enough is enough? At what point, as you students or older, whatever, at what point are we going to say we're done giving up our freedoms to this government? Because I'm telling you, if this passes, it will not stop at that. It will not stop. It will continue. Just like in London, they went after the guns, okay? Everyone said, fine, take my weapons, take my weapons. Now they're going after the knives. They're going after the knives. What's next? They go after the fists? You are more likely to be murdered in cold blood with someone's fist, with their bare hands, than a rifle. But they're going after the rifle, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just here. I'm not going to tell you guys what to think, what to do, or whatever, like your professors do. I'm here to ask you to open your mind. I'm here to ask you to, hold on, you ask questions if you want. You ask questions. Okay, give me a second, you can say something, okay? I'm here to ask you to think on your own and to look through the deception, look through the lies, look into 1639. If you're not already registered to vote, make sure you get registered to vote, okay? So if you got a question, you got a question?
Have you met our professors? Have you talked to
Is there anyone here that had a professor that said that a racist, hateful group is coming in here? Anybody? Anybody? There you go. Anybody?
It's been posted all over the WSU website to say that the professors are fear-mongering.
Maybe you have good professors.
That was a student initiative, not
talking about. I'm not talking professors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you talked to any of the professors?
I'm a student too.
A lot of the professors that I have, they very much emphasize that we need to look at the policies. We need to look at specifically for this thing.
Good.
My professor gave me the voters pamphlet. He said, look at against, look at for, and then you decide.
Good.
So no,
amen. Is that a bad? That's not a bad thing, right? Right.
But,
okay.
But saying your professors do this, your professors do that. Your professors are telling you what to believe.
My bad. Some professors in this school. Hold on. Some professors in this school. I'm gonna order better. Some professors in this school are telling you what to think. All right, they made a judgment about this group, right? Some did. Thank you. My apologies. Some have not. Like Canada, this man saying they actually gave him the voter's guide, so that's good.
In Canada and America, most professors, most academia is liberal.
Yeah, that's true.
Being liberal doesn't give them the right to take away my right as a student on this campus.
See, that's another generalization.
Yeah.
Because you guys are like conforming us into this group. How about if you're a moderate? What if you're a
You
conservative?
chose to be in a group and say something as a group.
You're putting us in a group.
I'm an individual. You just said that you as a group opposed this happening.
Because there was multiple people.
What group are you in?
Why do I have to
What
say?
student group are you in?
Why do I have to say?
Because you just said that.
No, but you said liberal, right?
It doesn't.
Even
Nobody
if
has the
I'm-
right to
even if
take
I'm
our
a
right
part of
for
a
free
group
speech
over
away.
there, even if
Liberal,
I'm a part of a
left,
group
right,
over there,
your
has a
student group, the student group I'm in that posted all the lies everywhere.
Lies? No, there was other multiple propaganda that we did not post.
What group are you in? I can't tell you what I think.
No one's in a group. No one's in a group.
We're all
Everybody is
free-thinking
parts-
individuals.
Everybody is parts liberal. Everybody is parts conservative. We're all a little bit of everything.
On this campus is
No one said not to come here. No one said you're
Really?
not welcome here.
really.
Are you sure?
Yeah, get up
We're
here.
talking about this.
Come on, bro.
What happened in the past. We're not talking about students. We're not talking. You
How
guys
do you
don't
know
want to
students
read.
aren't involved?
Hey guys, what's up everybody? Everybody calm down. We're all here to have civil conversation and everything, you know. Let's learn how to disagree without disrespect, you know, simple as that. You know, to everybody out here that doesn't know who I am, some of you guys already know who I am. My name is Tiny. I know I'm not really tiny, but my real name is Tusitala John Swafole Autulilongito Ese. That's why they call me the Big Boy Tiny. I'm 22 years old. I'm from the island of American Samoa. I know I don't look 22. But it all comes down to this. You know, what we're really trying to say here is think for yourself. Decide for yourself. It doesn't really matter which side you're on. Who here is left-leaning? Don't be scared. Raise your hand. Who here is right-leaning? Okay, yeah. But it all comes down to this. Have you ever seen a plane? Okay, and if you're independent, that's good. Amen to that.
Amen.
But have you ever seen a plane fly with one wing? It goes sideways, right? It needs two wings, right and left. That's what our country needs to come down to. We need to do what's right. I always said this. It's not a battle between Republican versus Democrat, right versus left, liberal versus conservative. It's a battle between what's right and what's wrong. It's a battle between evil versus good. It's simple as that. You think for yourself and then you decide on what you think it's better. But we're not here to force you to decide on to vote no or anything. It's up to you. If you decide to agree with this, that's good. It's your decision. If you decide to disagree with it, that's your decision. But I'm saying, look at other countries that went down this road, and then you decide, do you want this country to be like that?
No.
Because it's simple as that. That's what they're trying to do. The government wants this argument between the left and the right, so it distracts us from the real enemy, which is them on the top. Simple as that. And we need to wake up and start opening our eyes and start seeing that it's not a battle between me and you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. The only reason why you see Tiny throwing fists at rallies and stuff like that is because people are attacking elderly people. That's the only reason why I got involved. I got sick and tired of seeing people mob like dogs on the street. And I told people that comes out with masks, hey, I will lay my life down to defend your freedom of speech if anybody from my side is attacking you.
Amen.
Simple as that. Because I believe in the Constitution, and I believe in what's right. And like it or not, even if you disagree with me, it's still my right, because we have different views, but we don't have different rights. That is what this country was founded on. So think like that, guys. Have a conversation with some of the people that came out here, because I know some people told you guys that we're white supremacists. Well, as you can see, I'm straight up coconut. FOB, fresh off the boat, 2014. That was my first time seeing green, yellow, red street lights. We don't have that in the island. But I'm so in love with the freedom we have in America. That's why I'm standing up for it. You know, we don't even have guns in my island too. This is what we used to kill people in my island. That's why I don't believe in all this stuff that's going on. But hey, all I'm saying is, learn how to disagree without disrespect. Have a civil conversation with somebody. Come with an open ear, open heart. Getting ready to listen to somebody that has a different opinion from you. You know, and then you guys can agree to disagree. Because if you say what I'm saying is hate speech, I can pick out some stuff that I disagree with you that's hate speech. Just because you disagree doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it hate speech. Because I can say I love bacon, and it can be hate speech to a vegan. That's why we have free speech. So say whatever you say as long as you're not hurting anybody. So God bless everybody. Let's have a good time today.
Thank you, Tony.